Hello everybody and welcome back to Pleasantview. Today we are playing the Brokes. So if you will remember, Dustin Broke and Beau Broke share this room in the back here. Beau went to his first day of school today. It was his first day as a child. And Dustin, while he was at school, rolled the want to hustle pool. So although I would really like to do that for him, he actually does have to go to work today after school from 3 to 6 p.m. So we might try to do that after he gets home if his needs aren't tanked. He has everything he needs to get promoted, so hopefully he'll get promoted and come home in a good mood. He has an A in school. So our Ross today, oh my goodness, the Ross for the Broke house. Have a sim annoy every sim who interacts with them today. Oh my gosh. Which one of our sims is gonna wake up on the wrong side of the bed? I think that this should be Brandi because I think she's very pregnant and she's very uncomfortable and that she's gonna wake up just not in a good mood. I mean, she's very stressed. They're gonna get bills today, so she's gonna be stressed. Beau is getting older. He needed more space, right? He needed a bed. He's off to school. She may not want to let him go. And, you know, they don't have any ingredients, right? So she doesn't have any groceries, but they have to, she's got, look, dirty trash over here. Bills are coming today. She knows Dustin's in the criminal career. I think she's just very pregnant and uncomfortable and there's a lot going on in her life and she's just gonna annoy everybody because she's just in a bad mood today. So Brandi, we didn't have any wants locked in for her, but she wants to be best friends with Beau. They are currently friends, 91/28, and she wants to be friends with Darren, who's engaged, friends with John, who's married, and friends with Herb, who's married. I bet, yes indeed, these are the 3 sims that she has the highest chemistry with, and she's got 1 bolt with Daniel Pleasant, who is also married. I just heard somebody wake up. Who woke up? Oh, Beau. Oh, you're cleaning? Go for it, buddy. Go for it. Oh, speak of the devil, there's Daniel Pleasant. You're gonna go clean up the roaches. You wanna clean? Have at it, Beau. Have at it. Daniel, you're the one kicking over our trash can? But Beau saw you. Wait. Daniel Pleasant just kicked over the trash can. Beau saw him. He's gonna tell his mom, and Brandi, being the bad mood that she is today, I think that she's gonna file a complaint with the police. I think she's gonna file a complaint for Daniel kicking over her trash can. And Daniel's gonna have to deal with that when we go to the Pleasant house. Let me just make a quick note about that. Now that I have made a note about that, so when we play the Pleasant household, Daniel is going to have to either pay a fine or do community service because that can either be construed as harassment or vandalism, trespassing, you know, those kinds of things. I actually think because it's a first offense, right? It's not like I don't think he's harassing the Brokes just yet, but I think he's gonna have to pay a fine and maybe some of that fine is gonna come back to the Broke household. Right, he's gonna have to pay a fine for littering or vandalism and they're gonna give some of that money to Brandi, maybe to purchase a new trash can because hers is dented, but she doesn't care so much that hers is dented. She needs the money for other things. But yeah, we're gonna do that when we play the Pleasant household. We're gonna do that with Daniel because he was not at all. All right, I know that you don't like all of this though, but can you please? You can't pick up the trash can because you're a child. So he keeps trying to pick this up. But you can't put it in the big trash can. You can't pick that up. So he just keeps putting it down. Okay. Well, that's not useful. Brandi's about to wake up. Her needs, she's going to focus on her hunger. So Beau, before you go off to school, why don't you come take a shower? And then Dustin, you're still asleep. Your fun is super low. Well, you know what? Oh well. Brandi is so pregnant. Oh my gosh. I'm really worried she's gonna have twins. I really am. Change into your maternity clothes. And so what I would normally do if I really wanted to know is I would send her down to the clinic and then I would have her take a pregnancy test and that would tell us how many children. You can also take a paternity test to see who the second parent of the baby is. But Brandi, being herself, I don't think that she's going to do that because she doesn't have the money to pay for it. I would like to know because I would like to know if I need to save for baby furniture or not. But she's feeling she's been through 2 pregnancies before. Right? Here, come here. Have breakfast. No, have a drink. Have a blueberry smoothie. So Brandi's been through 2 successful pregnancies already, so she's not going to be worried about that. She's going to want to save her money because they are broke. And she already has all the baby stuff she needs. And, you know, what she thinks. She's got everything, so she's not super worried about it. So even though me as a player, even though I want to know, I don't think that she is going to go to the clinic to find out if she's having twins. I don't even think it's a thought that's occurred to her. All right, I hear you crying, buddy, but just, you know. There's Celeste, right? Yeah. And then Dustin, wake up. Dustin's gonna wake up and go to school. Beau's gonna go to school. We're gonna play with Brandi. Brandi's not gonna spend the extra money at the clinic to find out. She knows who the father of her baby is. She's only ever woohooed with Skip, so why would she need to go take some kind of test? She's not gonna be worried. So we're not gonna know. Alright, so after you finish that, come do that, and then take care of the house a little bit. So take care of your needs. Oh, there's Dina. Dina's your friend. Let's greet Dina. Greet Dina. Greet Dina. You went to her wedding. She is now Mrs. Dina Goth. So come say hello to Dina. Pick up the trash can. Dina's not going to clean our house for us because she's not that kind of sim. She's... Oh, we have roaches again, don't we? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Alright, we'll pick up the trash can. Oh, Dina's going to spray them for us? Okay. I don't want Brandi spraying them. I don't want Brandi getting sick. She's pregnant. She's too susceptible to sickness right now. Dina, she's not going to clean for us, but she will spray our roaches. I'll take it. Good job, Dina. Thank you for spraying the roaches. Alright, Brandi is using the toilet, and then I'm going to have her... Dina's her friend, so she's just going to hang out, you know? She's going to watch whatever that is. So Brandi's once re-rolled when she woke up, but she pretty much wants the same things, except now she also wants to go fishing. Do we want you to go fishing? Why don't you take a shower, make the bed, clean up the birthday cake. I should have had you eat birthday cake for breakfast. I wasn't thinking. Oh well. But we're going to take care of her needs. I want her needs high. They only have the 1 bathroom, so if Dustin needs to take a shower and stuff before work, I want him to be able to do that. I'll pick up that also. I need to see how much laundry they have. They generate laundry at a higher rate because there's 3 Sims in this household, so she might need to go to the laundromat or send Dustin to the laundromat. We'll probably do that tomorrow on Wednesday. I don't know that I really want her going to the laundromat while she's pregnant. Mostly because I want to take Dustin to Hustle Pool. Oh, hey, Stinky Skunk. Are you here because of our stinky, stinky trash? There's Dagmar. 300 simoleons for our bills. We do not have 300 simoleons. Maybe you can hit Dina up for money. No, she wouldn't do that. Brandi wouldn't do that. Brandi, I think, doesn't think anything is wrong. This is how she lives. She's not super worried about money. If we look at her traits, she's young at heart, easily impressed, a party animal. You know, I think she's just living her life, very laid back, you know. Oh, Dina's about to get sprayed by the skunk. All right, let's get into position, guys. Let's get into position. Here we go. Dina's about to get sprayed by the skunk. You get her, stinky skunk. Don't pet the skunks, Dina. Daniel, are you gonna kick over our trash can again? Look at the skunk running around crazy. Smelling the flowers. The skunk is sniffing the flowers. What a cutie. Alright, Brandi, where are you? You're playing with the toys. That's because you're young at heart. Well, your fun is really low, so... I really wish we could afford to get her a sewing machine so she could work on her lifetime want. They just can't afford it right now. And I'm a little bit, like I said, I'm concerned that she might be having twins, and if she is, we're gonna have to buy a second crib. Zoom. You know what? Pregnant chicks can do whatever they want to get their fun up. Whatever makes you happy. Okay, but you're hungry. So, although I want your fun to get up, I don't want your fun to get up at the expense of your hunger bar. So let's turn that off. Let's have another drink. This time we're gonna have some brown sugar bubble tea. No, that has caffeine in it. You shouldn't be drinking that. Never mind. Let's have some lunch. Do we have anything we can eat for lunch? Have lunch. Oh, you can have Grandma's comfort soup. Let's have Grandma's comfort soup. That's filling. Wait, should you be able to have Grandma's comfort soup? You don't have any meat. You don't have any meat. You shouldn't be able to make that. Or hamburger. I need to check those recipes. Hamburger, Grandma's comfort soup. Alright, Dustin is home. He wants to bring Lilith Pleasant home. Alright, well you have to go to work in an hour, but your fun is tanked. Maybe she can help you get your fun up before you go to work. Oh, you're best friends with her now. And you want to be BFFs with her. Man, you have as good of a relationship with her as you do with Angela. Alright, well she's immediately going to use the bathroom. Maybe that's why she got up at your house before hers. She said, hey, can I come over? Who's stealing our newspaper? Sophie Miguel. Nobody saw her though. Sophie. Ugh. Alright, so yeah, focus on your fun. You need to get your fun up before you go to work because I want you to get promoted if you can. You've got everything you need, so I want you to get promoted. Alright, so ask Lilith to join you. Oh, introduced to Brandi? You don't know Brandi? Ask Lilith to join. And then Brandi's autonomously gonna go clean up the roaches. So how can we get Brandi some money to pay her bills? I guess Dustin could give her his paycheck. $310. Why did she just get... Oh, because she's on parental leave. So she got parental leave. Okay, well now we can pay our bills. I forgot that parental leave worked like that. Alright, well clean up this mess while you're out here. And then let's get your mail. Oh, there's Bella. Let's greet Bella. Greet Bella God. You'd be like, hey, you. I just went to your ex-husband's wedding. Be admired. Bella's gonna admire Brandi. Aw, that's so sweet. Brandi, I really admire everything you're doing, raising your boys this way, all alone after Skip, skipped out on you. That's what I imagine happened. Even though in game I play as though Skip died, I imagine that their names, Skip, that he skipped out on Brandi and the boys. Oh, no, that's not your bed. You want to sleep? You can sleep. Not in that bed. Use this bed and then sleep there. And everybody's going to leave when she goes to bed. Actually, no, it's 3 o'clock. Beau's going to be home. So everybody won't leave because Beau will be home. Lilith is... Beau wants to bring Alexander Goth home from school? Yes. Bella's going out on the neighborhood and the first thing that happens is Lilith smacks her in the face with a water balloon. That's not very nice. Alright, put your homework down. What do you want? You want to make a friend. Are you close to being friends with Lilith or Alexander? Not super, but... Aww. Alex is spending time with his mom. So I'm thinking that when we play Bella, maybe we'll move in Alex and Cassandra while Mortimer and Dina are on their honeymoon. So we'll have Cassandra and Alex stay with Bella. That way we can continue playing them, because when you split a household, if you send the whole household on vacation, it's really easy to play. But if you split the household, sometimes their ages get a little out of sync and it's a little annoying to deal with. Beau, what are you doing? You're chatting with Lilith. Well, that works for me. You don't want to be friends with anybody in particular, you just want to make a friend. You also want to invite someone over. Who are you the closest to being friends? What's going on over here? Do we have roaches again? Who knocked over our trash can this time? Or did we just not finish cleaning it up? Did Brandi not finish cleaning so we got roaches again? That's gross. That's Brandi. Okay, Beau, you want to invite somebody over, but the next closest person you're close to being friends with is actually your brother, so, you know, you can't invite him over. I think just hang out with Lilith and Alex. Why not? Why don't we talk? Hang out. Why don't you just hang out? Hang out with Lilith. Oh, your social bar's all the way up. You might not actually stay like this. Lilith is a popularity sim, so she's telling Beau how much she likes meeting new people. And he's like, I had a great birthday party. Really? Great birthday parties? I've never had one of those. Random people are always at my party for my sister, because we're twins. That's what Lilith is saying. Oh look, there's Ramin. Oh my gosh, Bella and Alexander have just been out here doing this for like 2 hours almost. There's Herb Oldie. Hey Herb. Oh, Beau made a friend with Lilith, so he got that want filled, and now he specifically wants to be friends with Alexander. That's nice. Right, he's hungry. But we don't have, I don't want to spend their money ordering pizza. Why don't you have some orange juice while you wait for your mom to get up? Your mom's not up. And then Brandi. It's almost 6, so actually why don't we wake you up? Because I want you to sleep tonight, and then we'll change you into your maternity wear. And then Beau, I'm actually not going to have you get orange juice. I'm going to have Brandi serve. Oh, Dustin got promoted. Dustin has been promoted to numbers runner level 2. Now you're in with a local family, and they've trusted you with the day-to-day activities of a small part of the business. You toil in the seedy underbelly of the SimCity racetrack, crunching numbers and helping to set odds for the day's races. It's not glamorous, but it pays the bills. Dustin now works from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. starting immediately. Dustin brought home 152 today and got a bonus of 380. So overall, he made over 400 simoleons. He made 430 something. So I actually think if you look at Dustin's want panel, Dustin wants to go to college. So I think we're going to do the same thing that we did for Dirk, which is we're going to get him a Professor Von Ball and start saving for college. Okay, so this is Dustin's. We're going to initialize with 20,000. You're about to go stomp on roaches. Not yet, baby. Not yet. And then we are going to add to college fund in hundreds, 500. And then we are going to move this into the bedroom. We will put it right up here. Oh, you've got laundry in your inventory. Oh, you have an extra perk. Do we want to give him another perk? Let's give him another in the finance tree. And then he wants to go hustle pool. So we're going to do that with him. So what I'm going to have him do is actually just... Well, you can use the bathroom wherever it is you go. I have to remember where I put a pool table. So let's walk to lot, community lot. And you're going to leave everybody else home. Starstruck lanes. We're going to send Dustin to the bowling alley because there is a pool table there. So he's going to go to the pool table at the bowling alley. Alright, so here we are, and Dustin is here. And first I'm gonna have him use the restroom. And then I'm gonna have him hustle 25 simoleons. So use the restroom. Who's here? Comey Tellerman, Ivy Cooper, Orlando Bertino. Herb is over here. It's very quiet. I think I forgot to put music. I need to put speakers on this lot. It's too quiet here. Yeah. I also want to change this roof in here. I gotta change the roof and I gotta add speakers. So much to do. Alright. So I told him to hustle, but I don't know if he can now that Ivy is also playing. Can he? No. Oh boy. Alright, I don't want you to just watch, I want you to hustle, so why don't you greet Ivy? Maybe that'll make her stop playing. So greet Ivy, and then I want you to hustle. Okay, why don't you play pool, and then why don't we, here's Brandi, hustle her. Will she come over if we press it that way? Yeah, here she comes. I don't remember this being this difficult to get done. Oh, 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 look, 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 look. It's our grand vampire, Contessa Jacqueline Hawkins. Here's our vampire. Nobody in town knows a vampire yet. Come talk to her, come talk to her, come greet her. Come on, come on, before she go, stop, forget about Darren. No. She left. Alright, well just come play pool and see if anybody joins you and then you can hustle them. You're not having any luck trying to hustle somebody on purpose, so let's see. If somebody comes to join you, then I think you can hustle them. Can we ask somebody to join us now? Can we ask Brandi to join us now? Join Dustin. Hustle 25 simoleons. Look at all these people watching Brandi play. Alright, I want you to get her to stop playing so you can join. Why can't you join her? This is not working out the way that I expected. Right, Justin's hygiene is a little low, so I'm just having him wash his hands. And then Christy's trying to greet him. Alright, why don't you come play? I want to get at least one game of pool in. And then let's hustle 25 simoleons. And then let's have Christy will come join us. And then we will have them play a game. And this time we're going to have them finish the game so that somebody gets hustled. Good job, Dustin. That was a good shot. You're pretty good for never having played before. Have you been playing in the background? I spoke too soon. Now it's Christy's turn. Hi, Goopy. Get out of the way. I want to watch Christy play. She's pretty good too. Okay, let's see. Is she gonna... I think she's gonna beat us. Dustin looks nervous. Alright, come on, Dustin. You got this. You got this. You got this, buddy. Good, good. Come on, just one more and then the 8-ball. No. Alright, Christy's turn. Alright, come on, Dustin. Come on, come on, come on. You're so close, buddy. You're so close. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Make the shot. Good job, Dustin. So did you get your money? Oh, the evil witch just showed up. Shelly Simon. Alright, come greet her, Dustin, and then you gotta go home. It's 2:30 in the morning. You gotta go to school tomorrow. Go home. You gotta eat. You gotta sleep. See you later, Shelly. Dustin is due home in 8 hours and 12 minutes. He did not successfully hustle anybody. I was a total failure as a watcher, but... Alright, so Brandi is making some food for everybody. And then Beau, actually while she does that, why don't you use the restroom and wash your hands? Because then you're going to want to eat when the food is ready. And you want to be friends with Alexander, but I think kids leave the lot at 8 p.m. The understaffed and undereducated folk at SimCity Electric spilled coffee on the power port to the coffee machine. Although no immediate damage was done, the fatigue of one worker without coffee caused them to drool on a vital component of the electrical system, causing a citywide blackout. Judging by how many times this has happened... Oops, it went away before I could finish. Brandi, where are you crying? Oh, because of the roaches. Here, Lilith is gonna take care of it. Brandi's sick with the flu! She will need plenty of rest. Oh no! Brandi! That's why I didn't want you going near the roaches! Alright, so get rid of that. Serve the food. You made the food. It looks delicious, but you did not serve it. You need to serve it so that Beau can eat. Oh, you've got the flu, Brandi. Brandi, 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 Brandi. Why would you do that? Leave the roaches alone. Oh gosh. And we gotta pay bills, and your fun and your energy are tanked, and you're hungry. Oh, but you just made Grandma's comfort soup, so you have the flu, but hopefully you can get rid of it. Beau, don't go to sleep. Come eat. Beau, come eat. Chaos. This house is pure chaos. Alright, so hopefully Brandi's flu goes away if she finishes her food. Or, you know, gets close to going away anyway. Look at the freezer bunny above her on the calendar. I love it. The soup really hits the spot. I can feel my sickness just melting away. Yes! Okay. So, Brandi, what I want you to do now is get the bills, and then I want you to pay the bills, and then I want you to go to bed. I don't care that it's only 8:45. I want you to go to bed because your energy is super low. Your fun is super low too, but you're gonna have a baby tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I will put some polls on the channel. We need a potential baby name for a girl and a baby name for a boy. For now, Brandi is gonna go to sleep because she is exhausted. Her bladder, hygiene, fun, everything is super low. Got townies walking by. Alright, Beau is gonna eat, and then I want you to put away the leftovers. Beau was sick too. That soup really hit the spot. I can feel my sickness just melting away. Oh, that's popping up for everybody for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, Beau. So Beau is a relatively neat sim, so what I'm actually going to have him do, his energy is really low also, but he's a good son and he sees how much his mom is struggling. So I think that Beau is going to clean up a little bit before he goes to bed. And we're not going to worry about the outside. We're just going to clean up some of these dishes. Get the laundry. Oh my goodness. Oh, the electrical box is on fire. That's not good. Is the rain gonna put it out? Because if not, I do have the more dangerous fires mod. So, oh boy. Now it's broken. Now it's broken. It's completely broken. So not only was there the citywide blackout, but now their electrical box got struck by lightning and is completely broken. Just what this family needs. All right, Beau. You can go to sleep now. Actually, why don't you tell everybody else to leave? They're all reading in your living room. Does the Broke household have the best library? All right, just tell everybody to leave. Say it's time to go. I'm going to bed. My mom's already in bed. And then your energy is super low. And he made friends with Lilith Pleasant today. He's friends with his mom. He's close to being friends with Alexander. All right, Beau, you can go to sleep. So Dustin is walking home in the rain. In the rain. All right, go inside. He doesn't know that the electrical box was struck by lightning. He won't know until the electricity doesn't work. Why don't you get some leftovers? It's almost 3 a.m., but you're really hungry. We only have one thing of leftovers, and you're gonna eat it. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot for Brandi to do her Ross and annoy everybody. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're gonna have to do that next time we play this household. I totally forgot. I remembered when we took Dustin off the lot, and then I totally forgot when we came back to play Brandi and Beau. I am so sorry, guys. This is what I get for not writing it down and putting it in front of me. Alright, Dustin, clean that up. Use the toilet and go to bed. So when we play this house next time, if they get another Ross roll, we're going to do that. But then even if they don't, Brandi or somebody will annoy everybody. Because we have to do that. I can't believe I completely forgot. I wanted her to do it to, you know, Lilith and Alexander. Oh, Dustin cleaned a point of cleaning from washing dishes. Good job, Dustin. You need to clean. This is a busy household. It's about to get busier. The next time we play this household, you're going to have a new little brother or sister. And it's going to be even more chaotic. You all have laundry in your inventory. I also need to get the laundry sorted out. So today was a chaotic adventure. I am so sorry that I forgot to have Brandi annoy everybody. But we will definitely do that the next time we're in this house. I'm going to add it to my neighborhood tracking sheet. Thanks so much for joining me on this chaos-filled adventure. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next episode.